What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Into My GT Entertainment, and I am Joel. Today we are going to do a truck video. Yes, because hey, you know, we just got a truck and we got to start throwing our little flavor onto it a little bit. And I'm not expert in the truck realm per se, so if y'all are and have any suggestions of what we need to do or take a look at or what have you, you know, please put that in the comments because it would be greatly appreciated. I'm just going by what I think I need. I'm more of an aesthetic person than a performance person at this point, because it costs so much more to do performance, but you can still make things look good fairly at a reasonable price. But not to say that we'll never do maybe a little performance add-ons or whatever, but the truck itself is just going to be itself a truck. I got it in the garage, kind of, sort of. It's in there, but I need the back open so I can do some work, because today we're going to tackle a tonneau cover. So let's go ahead and get this video started, and we'll see you in a sec. I really need to update that intro. But anyway, so today we are installing the tonneau cover made by, let me flip this over, Truxedo. It is the low pro version. I wanted a soft cover. I know they make the hard covers, the trifolds, and this, that, and the other, but we're going to be using the truck going in and out, and I'm not going to store anything valuable in the back, so you know, hopefully people won't rip into it and do whatever. They did have an updated one where it had the I guess aluminum slats on the bottom, so it looked like a soft on the outside, but it had a hard on the bottom. But those were out of stock at the time, and it was like 3 times the price. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this thing and go from there, and I'll try to do my best to do the install for y'all, and we'll see you in a sec. All right, everybody, this is what the kit itself brings. It actually brings paper directions. You don't get that very often anymore. The tonneau cover itself, the driver's side rail, passenger side rail, the clamps, weather stripping that goes across the back, and little spongy seals that go around the corners. And then the tools that you're gonna need is a 1/2-inch socket. I got the axle socket and the gun, just in case I can't get into a corner with it. And then something to cut the seal with once you get it across the back. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a whack and see where we're at. See you in a few. All right, everybody, so one of the first things you need to do is put these little styrofoam little blocks up. You got one on this side, one on that side. You want it to be raised just a little bit over the bed because the rail is going to bump into it and make the seal. So that's what's going to go here. You got one on that side over there, and then also on the ends of the rails, these are actually the backs that go against that. There's little seals right here that you have to put on. And now we're moving on to the next step, in which the directions are pretty self-explanatory. That's at least a good thing. There's the pucks that you had to put up, and those are the end caps that you had to do. And now we're going to go ahead and go to number 5 and start getting at least one side of the rails put up, and then we'll go from there. See you in a second, man. All right, everybody, so now we're at the step where we're putting actually the back sealant on, but let me show you the rails. So with the rails, you see the little pucks that you put in the back here. they lean against that, so that way it gives it a seal. This has its own weather stripping that goes across the center here and then right there. The alignment is pretty much straightforward. If you're doing it by yourself, get at least somebody to help you close the tailgate. So what you could do is hold a rail up, close the tailgate, and then the pressure of the tailgate will hold it up while you start off. And then once you get the first one in there, you can adjust it and then line it up as you need to. Same thing with the other side. I did this one by myself. The tailgate's pretty light in this truck, so while you're in there, you can lift it up and move it up. But that's how it is. In the clamps go under this beam right here, and you'll feel the ridges in this, and then it clamps to the body of the truck. So you just kind of pace it out the way you want, make it even, and then there you go. So the rails are now up. We're going to go ahead and do the back weather stripping and start putting the back tonneau cover up. See you in a sec. All right, my friends, so now we are putting the cover on. So let me show you what we got going on here. So this is the tacos rolled up when you get it. You want to have it so it sits with the flat part up, and you'll see it'll roll over like this over the cover. You want to get it in here, and you have this locking mechanism that locks to the rail. You want to get that down and flush, and then these right here are the tensioners. What you want to do, you see how far apart they are at the moment? You want to go ahead and just squeeze them in there till they hit the metal, so that way it'll keep it flush to the back. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how that comes out. On a side note, if you have a liner already in your car, the factory liner, you do not need to put the weather stripping on here. If you have a spray-on bed liner that has the top exposed, you will need to put the stripping on there. And what you do is you actually mount it to the actual metal, not the cab, so that way it seals to the metal better. But for the most part, that's what it looks like. That's in there. It's tight. It's not going anywhere. So now we're going to go ahead and roll it out. As you can see, it's rolling out. I haven't tightened it down yet because I wanted to show y'all that it has these little bars in the middle. They sit in here to guide, so it'll kind of sit into place. And you don't want to put the Velcro down all the way yet. You want to do that at the end because you want it to latch up and get tight. And then once you have it latched, you can go around and just tighten it down. All right, everybody, there it is in all its glory. It fits pretty tight. I did make a tactical error. When you do these screws back here, the ones I showed you that hold that bar in, you do not want to tighten them all the way, because if you do, you don't have no slack for it to lock in. So you kind of have to adjust them. So if it fits a little too snug, just go back here and get those bolts and just turn them a little bit and just keep doing it till you get a nice fit. This is still a little snug, but once you put it out in the sun for a while, it's going to stretch a little, so it won't be as tight. And as you can see, it has a seal here. So what you want to do is close up your bed first and then put this on. Let me show you what happens if you do it the other way. So let's say you went ahead, put it down, locked it in, whatever, then you throw your cab up. The seal goes under, which, you know, I guess is fine, but you have probably more of a chance, like right here, of it leaking. So it's just better to close your back first and then throw the cover on. And then, as you can see right here, is the latch. Pop it up and just roll it back. And then it has two little hooks back here. They're actually attached to the cover. You see those eye loops? So when you get to this point, you can loop it back on and it'll hold it in place, so that way you don't have to worry about it flopping around when you need to use the actual bed of your truck. So it's not a bad thing. This is the Low Pro from Truxedo. It does pretty good, and like I said, it is a little snug at first, so you're gonna have to kind of work it out. And like you said, when I go to close it, you'll see me, it goes in there, and then you gotta just work it in a little bit. And like I said, as it sits, it'll be a little better. As it stretches out, so you might need to tighten it up a little bit. So there it is. It looks pretty darn good. I'll move it outside and show you an outside look to it. And just to give y'all a little bird's eye view of it, because I ain't tall and you can't really see it, but this is the low pro version, so it sits a little more flush with the body. It doesn't stick up as bad as some of the other ones. They do have ones that are lower, and then they have some that are stronger, and then, you know, they have all variations. There's like 80,000. You can retrofit these things 20 different ways. So, but for the most part, for my first shot and having a tonneau cover, I think this one looks pretty good. The install was pretty easy. Like I said, I got a little confused of how the actual cover itself, because some of the directions showed the older version and this is a newer version, so it kind of locked in a little different. But for the most part, it's about a 45-minute to an hour job, you know, just by taking your time. If you're pretty quick with stuff, probably about 30 minutes. Because once you get the rails and everything else just kind of falls into place, and then you're done. But for the most part, that's what it looks like. Looks pretty good. All right, let me give you a little bit of the side view of it. And this is the low pro from Truxedo. Runs about 550, something like that. Like I said, it's my first go around. They did have a cheaper version, just the regular one, but it sat up a little taller. Like I said, I like things a little cleaner. So not a bad look at all. And as you can see, everything looks sealed. I guess that'll work itself down with the heat a little bit, but like I said, it's all on the rails there. So, and it has a cushion there. But there you go, guys. First install, really. I already did the auto eliminator start stop on this, because we don't like the start stop options on any car. So start stop eliminator, you can look them up. They usually have pretty much every variation that has a start stop. And what it does, it gives it a memory. So if you have it off, it'll just stay off. So you don't have to worry about it going on and off every time you turn off the car. So yeah, but that's what it looks like, my friends. And hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll close out this video. All right, everybody, so that is the video for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, it's a truck issue now. You know, we're gonna have some trucks, some Mustangs, STs. We got a little bit of everything going on. Like I said on the previous video, I probably won't be doing too much of anything until some parts come in. But like I said, I got little things for the trucks. So we're gonna go ahead and knock those out as we get them. Like I said, today was the tonneau cover. Came out pretty good, I thought. You know, adds a nice aesthetic, and if you don't use your back very often, you know, at least keep it nice and clean in there. And like I said, if you do need to do it, it's easy to roll back up into the corner, and it sits right here on the ledge, so it'll stay out the way, and you can use your full bed again, and it doesn't skew your view at all. So if y'all want something like this or in the market, Brandon does work for 2 and 5, which is American Trucks, American Muscle, a whole bunch of Rough Country, and a couple others. So he could give you the hookup. Just hit him up, Minion 50, and he'll get you squared away. So on that note, guys, we are going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, it wasn't a bad deal. It gave it a whole nice look to it. It's not like God came out of earth and, you know, said da da da, but you know, it is something a little nice, and like I said, it's something new I'm playing with. So give a brother a chance. All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
Feel my heart rate Hit stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it.